Hi friends, happy Friday. Happy birthday to my husband today. It's his birthday. All right, I'm gonna just give it a minute here. Let me find myself on my iPad. It is a pretty day here. The sun is shining. That always makes a person feel better. There I am. Hoping some people will find me and hop on and get on to chat. I'm hoping. We'll see. Excuse me. I think I'm finally starting to not sound quite as nasally, you guys. It's taken a long time. Okay. So welcome in. Please say hello. Don't be afraid to chat. My name's Jana Williams, and I am a stamper. That is my thing I love to do. I also like to crochet, knit a little bit, but I'm not good at knitting. Crochet I've done forever. So what do you guys like to do? Besides maybe paper crafts. All right, so let me just flip this around. There we go. And as you can see there, I have some Distress Oxide inks that I'm going to be playing with. So a while back, I ordered the brand new stick and stamp mat from Brutus Monroe. And I got this in a bundle with the cleaner. I've shown it on a haul. And the cleaner, I guess, I haven't sprayed it. I haven't used the mat yet. Smells like hydrangea. Ooh, it does smell good. I can smell it. Okay. So I thought it would be fun to kind of open this up and just play with it, you know, and give it a try. I don't know that I'm gonna finish a card, but I do want to show you kind of how this works and a couple of things you can do with this mat. And I want to let you know right away, I went onto the Brutus Monroe website and they are sold out of these right now because they flew out of there like hotcakes or flying saucers. And so I looked on, I didn't even notice that there was a place where you could like order it and wait for it to come in or anything. I think you can get on some sort of a wait list there. I went to Simon Says Stamp, and it comes up there. It comes up with the bundle. Now this is super reasonably priced, you guys, $6.99. It's higher with the cleaner, okay? And if you are sensitive to scents, he did say that this does have like essential oil is where the hydrangea smell comes from in this. So they are going to be coming out with it in an unscented version. You can also clean your mat with anything that is like a really light detergent. You don't want to use like a Clorox wipe on it or bleach or anything strong like that. They said you can use a baby wipe on it. Just some sort of a really light cleaner and a paper towel. That's all you need. And then you let it dry and it goes right back to being sticky. So we are going to play with it. Anyway, you can get on a wait list at Simon Says Stamp. I don't know all who carries Brutus Monroe's stuff, so I didn't go looking on other websites, but you could check maybe like scrapbook.com or places like that and just see. But it's not like it's gone forever. It'll be coming back. It was just a really popular item when it came out, and it hasn't been out that long. So it comes in a package, of course, and then there is a a sheet here that you don't want to throw away, because this will protect it for when you're storing it. All right. So this is, I'm going to measure it for you just so you know the size. Okay. So it is 6.5 inches wide and 8.5 inches long. And right around the edges where this design is, it's not sticky, and that's on purpose so that you can hold on to it there and stuff, okay? Then it's got, on the grid, it's got like card mat, you know, so this is a 4 1/4 by 5.5, our standard card size. So you can put it right on there, either direction, and see where you're at. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick that down there. It doesn't really matter to me that it's perfectly on that, because I'm just going to play with it and have some fun. So it's just up to your imagination what all you can do with this mat, right? But it's really awesome for doing stencils and other things. But when I saw it, I thought, oh, hey, that is cool. So I got this cute stencil from Your Next Stamp. It's these whimsy hearts. I haven't played with this yet either, so trying out new things here. All right, so it's just scattered little hearts, different shapes and sizes. And so I'm just going to put this down on my paper and press down around the edges of the paper. And that's going to hold my stencil there. I don't have to use any tape or anything like that. I just love that. I think it's so awesome. Okay, so now I've got all these pretty colors of Distress Oxides that I have pulled out. And I may use them all. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to start with Wilted Violet and go from there. All right. I don't think I've probably even used this color yet, you guys. Not sure. Okay, so I have got my little microfiber towel over here, because that's what I like to clean my brushes on. And I'm just going to load some ink onto my brush. And the nice thing is that you can twist and turn this. And so I'm just going to kind of start out at a diagonal over here and put some color on. No rhyme or reason, really. It's just playing around and seeing how good this mat works and having a little bit of fun. And then we'll see how my background turns out. So I think I'm, for the most part, pretty much done with making Valentines. And I have to say, I told my husband the other day, I need to start earlier, because it seems like no matter when I start, it seems like I'm still always at the last minute. And I'm not ready for the holiday. So I need to start a couple months ahead of time, I think. Hi, Diane. You are going to have to get this. I don't know if you heard me say in the beginning, it flew out of Brutus Monroe's store site like flying saucers. So you can look around on different shopping sites and see if you can find it. You can get on a wait list. Simon Says Stamp, you can get on a wait list there. All right, so I'm going to use Picked Raspberry next. And isn't it a pretty color? I bundled it together with the cleaner when I got mine. The mat by itself is $6.99. It's so reasonably priced. And then, of course, with the cleaner, it was in the teens. I can't remember exactly. All right, let's see. I think I'm going to come in over this way and do this color, blend it down into the purple a little bit. Kind of make a wave here. I'm loving playing with these Distress Oxides because since I've had them, I've never really gotten to play with them very much, because then I was doing Stampin' Up and just focusing on their products. And so now that I'm not doing that anymore, I'm just really having fun playing with all the things. Okay, so now let's do yellow. So I'm going to do Squeezed Lemonade. Hey, Miss Paula. All right, I need a brush that I can use yellow. Wow, this looks weird. Looks like I used yellow and green on here. I'm not sure. Okay, let me just clean it off and make sure I don't see anything on it. Okay, we'll come from this side. Blend in a little bit into that pink. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe my stencil off so that I'm not picking up all that pink into my yellow. All right, now let's try this again. I'm going to leave a little bit of room up there to do another color, but I'm loving it already. Okay, I think I'm going to do that peacock feathers. I think that'll be pretty. Wait till I show you something else about this mat. It's pretty exciting. Okay. All right. Peacock feathers. And what I do with my paper towel, I will wipe that extra ink off the mat there. And let's, oh, that's pretty. All right. Pretty. Okay. So now then, all we have to do is bend this a little bit and take the stencil off. And I need to find somewhere to set it. Didn't that turn out cute? Okay, then you just give it a little bit of a bend and you can see your paper starting to pull up. Now again, this is the first time I've used it, so it's really, really sticky. So I'm just going to take it off slow. I know after you use it a few times, then it will release a little bit better. All right. So cute. I love that. All right. Now then, to clean it, I don't know if you have to shake it, but I'll shake it a little bit. You just spritz it your paper towel and wipe it off. Now, if you are using a stronger ink like StazOn or something, you are most likely going to stain it up, but it doesn't matter and it's not going to affect how it works. I can see I have a little hair stuck on there, which isn't surprising since we have pets, 4 pets in the house to be exact. A cat and 3 dogs. I just want to get that off. There we go. Okay, so we got the ink off. And I'm just going to let that dry for a few seconds. I can't smell it a whole lot, the hydrangea scent, just because my sniffer isn't working too good. It's getting better. I'm not sounding near as nasally. I've got one other stencil I want to play with, and then I will show you the other thing that I think is really awesome about this mat. And there's other things you can do, like if you're into paper piecing and stuff like that. I know Christopher, when he demonstrated this on the Brutus Monroe YouTube page, he had like some alphabet shapes where there was like a square with the letter cut out. And so the square was done in one color, and then he was coming back in and putting the letter inside the square where it had been cut out with a different color of cardstock, and laying it all out on the mat. And then you pick it up with some, I don't remember what he used, some kind of low tack tape or whatever. Pick it up where it's all in place here, and then lay it down on your card, which I thought was really cool. So now this is sticky, back to being sticky. You just need to let it dry. It's still not quite dry all the way. I can still see some of the mist on there. So let me just let it get good and dry. So yeah, I don't plan on sticking my fingers to it too much, but then when you clean it off with the cleaner, I think it, you know, it puts it right back to being sticky again. And the demo he was doing when they released this, or, you know, it was the very first time they showed it, the one that he had used like hundreds of times already, the same one, and did it just like I'm doing it today, and it was just still sticky like brand new. So, okay, I think that looks good and dry. This time I'm going to put my cardstock on this way, because I want to play a little bit with this stencil that I've had for a while, and it's called a layering stencil. I don't know if you guys have played with this or not. It's kind of cool what you can do with it, and I think I've only ever played with it one other time. This one is the Shifter Diamonds layering stencil. I think this makes a really good like guy background to me. Oh, and it's just a really good size here for the front of this card, because I've actually got my cardstock here cut at the size of a card front. So I would be trimming this down anyway as a layer. Okay, so since we have, even though I said this is like a good background for guys, I've got all these pretty kind of fun colors out here, and with Easter coming, let's do like a sort of a background, Eastery color background. So I think I'll do the Twisted Citron. And we'll see if I can make this work the way it's supposed to. So I'm just going to, this color's really cool because it's almost like it's lemon and lime. You know what I mean? It picks up like the yellows and then the green too. It's just, when it lays down, it's like a combination. Do you see what I'm talking about? That's pretty cool. So like Christopher, who is part of Brutus Monroe, was talking about, you know, some people will use like their Cricut cutting mats or whatever and cut them down to do something similar. But for $6.99, I mean, that's what this mat costs. You know, it's just a really good deal. Okay, so I've got that color on. Let me see if I can remember how to do this. But I do want to wipe that stencil because I don't want that color, when I move it, to go into my next color. Okay, let me see if I can figure this out. So I'm going to hold it up, and can you see how you've got the diamond that's cut and then you've got the diamond, the same diamond not cut? So if I remember correctly, you're supposed to cover up the diamonds that you just did, and you can see how to line them up there. Now, do I want to go, let's see. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and do what I was going to do here. And I can go this way, and then I can move it and go the other way. Just want to make sure that I am getting it lined up the best I can here for the most effective outcome. Okay, that looks good to me. We'll see. All right, now what color do I want to do? So I did the Twisted Citron. Should I do, I'm going to try Salty Ocean. That might be interesting. All right, here we go. Fingers crossed. And I'm going to try to stay away from this edge over here because I want to move it to get the whole front of the card. Now, I think with these colors I'm using, it would still make a great guy background. I mean, you could definitely use it for something Eastery, but it would make a great guy background too, I think. All right, now then, let me see if I can shift it over that way to get the rest. So I still need to, yeah, like that. Not that, this. Okay, now I don't really need to wipe off my stencil because I'm going to still be using the same colors or same color. And so when I go to trim this, I can trim it off on that side. You know, to make that look more even. All right, let me just wipe this off a bit. Don't want to mess up any of my white. So let me wipe my fingers off here. Fun. That is so cool. All right. Hopefully I don't have dirty fingers. I'll just try to pick it up this way. I could get one of my lifter tools out, but there we go. All right. That turned out fun, I think. All right, there are those two backgrounds now. That is so fun. Okay. So I'm just going to, I always want to shake everything. Spritz this off again. Can you see how the ink just starts blurring right away? It's already lifting that ink right up. Love it. I can see how this can be used a lot for different things, especially the thing I'm going to show you next. All right. But it does like to have little hairs stick to it. Oh, that's what you get for having pets, right? And probably what I should do is just not worry about it, quit fussing about it. Okay. So, if you have one of these, which, if you know what it is, it's a MISTI. So it's a stamp positioning tool. And check this out. They made it so it's the exact size, you guys, to fit in the standard. I guess this is considered the standard size. It's not the mini. I don't know if they have a bigger one now. I'm not sure, but it fits exact. So what's really cool about that is if you have a large background stamp, and like he was explaining, you put your paper down, you put your cardstock down and your magnet on there to hold it, and you have your great big background stamp over here, and you go to do this, the magnet's in the way. Now, what you can do is you can hold the mat down with your magnet. It's not touching your paper. Your paper's going to be stuck here, so it's not going to move and go anywhere. Isn't that fabulous? I just think that is so awesome. Okay, let's see how it works in a Stamparatus because I have that also. So let me grab that. Now it's obviously not the same size, but you can still use it the same way. I need a new paper in mine. You know, you just make sure that you've got it in the corners, in the corner, and then you can lay your magnet down on top of it over here. Put your paper down. The point of is getting your paper to be right where you want it so it's not moving when you're stamping and using whatever stamp tool you have. So you can definitely use it in this. It was cut and designed to fit in the Misty, but it doesn't matter. You can, oops, sorry, you can use it with either or. I'm sticking all my magnets together. All right, let me get these magnets situated. And I need to put the round ones back in here. I've got them stuck to the base of my mount over here that holds my phone. All right, so pretty cool. I'm giving a huge thumbs up to the Brutus Monroe stick and stamp mat. And like I said, when you get it, you want to hang on to the cover sheet so that when you get ready to store it away, when you're not using it, you can lay the cover sheet over the top just like you would a Cricut sheet or whatever, and store it. You can put it back in the bag. I'm famous for keeping my packaging, and I put stuff back in the packaging. So yeah, $6.99 for the mat by itself. And like I said, it's out of stock at Brutus Monroe right now because flew out of there. It was out of stock at Simon Says Stamp, so I'm sorry that I'm demoing something that is out of stock. But you might go look at some of the other stamping sites and see if it's available. I didn't check Amazon. I have no idea. But you know, not to worry, it will be coming back, and you can bundle it with the cleaner. And if you missed what I was saying in the very beginning, you don't want to use any harsh type cleaner on this. That will take the sticky away. So you don't want to use like Clorox wipes or bleach or anything harsh like that. Just a mild detergent if you don't want to use their cleaner. Some sort of mild detergent or a baby wipe to get the ink off. And if you stain it, don't despair. It's not going to hurt a thing. I definitely probably wouldn't use a heat tool on it or anything like that. I'm sure that would ruin it. But anyway, yeah, $6.99. Great tool. You can have a lot of fun with it. Here's the two backgrounds I did today. And it's my husband's birthday. He came home from work early, so I'm going to leave this video today at this and go spend some time with him. So you guys have a fabulous weekend. I will have a video up tomorrow for Saturday morning makes. Hope you guys can take a look at that, and everybody else that's playing along. You can play along too with whatever it is you create, and just upload it or take a picture and post it on Instagram and put that hashtag SatMornMakes, and then we can see what you make too. So thanks for joining me, you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Happy crafting. Bye-bye.